on YouTube. They just said, "Oh, you're going live."
Oh,
Hi, we're here. Hi, I'm Liz Dawn with Celebrate Your Life Events, and I'm here with the fabulous, this way, fabulous.
how do you know that
best-selling
I'm that direction to everybody?
I don't know. Because it's opposite, right? So
Actually, it's correct. You are
yeah,
right. You are
this
pointing in the
way.
right direction, at
So
least to me. I don't know if you're pointing in the right direction to anybody else, but
yeah, here you are.
and you're there. Is that right?
Oh, you're no other way.
Oh no, you're that away.
I'm that way.
Okay, all right.
Exactly. And so we're going to try. So here with the fabulous Radleigh Valentine, best-selling author of several books, plus tarot cards, the angel tarot cards.
Hey, Copper.
Radleigh communicates with angels.
Yeah,
Like,
we chat. We're chat
how
buddies.
awesome is that? So we're going to try going live on Instagram at the same time. So here we go. This is going to be awfully fun. Oh, I have to turn it around because now it's facing my office. Here we go. It says, hold on. Just bear with me for 1 second, everyone. You can introduce yourselves. Tell us where you're tuning in
So hi,
from.
Vivian. Hi, Jane. Hello, Andriana. Hello, Bridget. Bridget's on my team.
Brigitte, I always call her.
It is Brigitte. You're correct. She's very French.
She's very French.
Very French.
Okay, here we go. We're going to go like this. They're checking the connection on my phone. I'm now live on my phone. Okay, so now that I'm live on the phone, Radleigh. Hi, everybody. We're trying to do Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and YouTube Live all at the same time. So Radleigh Valentine is going to join us. And there you are. Okay, so Radleigh Valentine joined.
Yeah, now I have to figure out, though, how to...
I think I can do that as a moderator. There we go.
Request.
I added you as a moderator. Send a request, view request, go live with Radleigh. Technology, this is just a blast. So I'm going to be going here. I'm going to be going there.
Okay.
Oh, hi, everybody. Nikki and Annette and Rachel and Lisa and Marcy and Kevin and Vivian.
Hi, Tiffany. Uh-oh.
Okay, so now we're getting feedback.
Yeah, because we've got two devices both doing... I turned the Instagram one all the way down.
Okay, I've turned down...
Yeah, turn your phone all the way down, I think. Oh, well, now I can't hear you. Yeah.
That's right, you can't hear me.
Yeah, turn your phone all the way down.
Okay, phone.
Maybe. Well, maybe then they won't be able to hear you on Instagram.
I don't know. Can someone on Instagram tell us if you can hear us? Animal communicator. Mine, can somebody please make a comment? Jules, can you tell us if you can hear us on Instagram? Let's see if they do. We can hear.
Okay. Well, there we go.
We're technically savvy in the spiritual community. We know our shit, don't we? Is it bad to say shit?
We are just blessed.
We're blessed. We know our stuff.
Hi, okay, Kevin. Well, hi, Anna.
It's super exciting to be here today. This is like the most awesome. And Vivian is here. Vivian. So Vivian is going to be at Celebrate Your Life Scamania.
Oh, cool.
The Celebrate Life Scamania retreat. Does anybody know what we're talking about? The Celebrate Your Life Scamania retreat. We're doing an amazing event in Washington, and Radleigh's going to be there. Denise Lynn's going to be there. Dougal Frazier's going to be there. And Lisa Williams is going to be there.
Radleigh Valentine and Dougal Frazier will be there together.
Okay, good. Okay, wait a second. They're saying that somebody's echoing. Maybe it's me that's echoing. How's that? That's probably better. Yeah, so we're doing this amazing program on August 15th through the 18th. And if you're interested, go to our website. It's I'm going to have to, I don't know that I can put it in Instagram because that might take too much brain power to do that. But the link is Scamania. Here, let me see if I can type it in Instagram. It's or maybe somebody else will type it for me who's in Instagram. It's scamania.celebrateyourlife.com. There's an echo on Instagram.
Yeah, probably because we're talking into both devices at the same time.
Is it a really bad echo, Elias?
Oh, you can't trust Elias.
Oh, we love Elias.
We love Elias.
We love
Otherwise, we wouldn't say things like
Elias.
that. Hey,
Okay.
Wendy. Hi, Katie.
Thank you, Rena. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's the URL. So we're doing this. There is an echo. Bad. Fly Mom on Instagram said, bad. Elias, hello from California. Well, we're going to keep trying to do this. I just have to put my volume all the way down. No, it keeps going back up again. We're going to keep trying it and see what happens here. So, Radleigh, let's talk about angels.
Angels. So the word angels ends in el. All right, as does the name of most archangels: Michael, Ariel, Raphael, Azrael, and that is because el means of God. All right, el means of God, and so angels are messengers of God. They are. I like to think of them as being these elements like a prism. That if a prism takes sunlight and divides it into different colored rays, then archangels are as if you took divine light from source and ran it through a prism, and each ray of light is a different archangel or a different angel, each one of them reflecting an element of the divine, not the divine in its entirety. Hence the reason we have a prism that is breaking it down into different pieces, into different elements, and hence the reason why archangels are not themselves literally divine. They are of the divine, just like we are children of the divine. And so everybody has angels, everybody has guardian angels, everybody has the access to the archangels. And that's why we work with angels. So I think it's going not well on Instagram. People are bailing because the echo is so bad. And now I can't hear you.
Yeah, because I muted myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so there has to be a way to do this. Tanya, can you tell me if I am echoing on Instagram? Tanya, would you let me know that? I'm wondering what I'm doing.
Fusion of Tarot says most definitely.
I'm so sorry. There's a echo.
And
I am echoing too.
I think it makes sense because we're going through two different microphones, and so it's reverberating back.
I know. Thank you, Varashka, for thinking I'm funny. Trying to figure this shit out. There just has to be a way to do this, right?
But it's probably not the way we're doing it.
Okay. If anyone has any suggestions, so my cell phone is here, my computer's here. We're doing Facebook Live on the computer, and we're doing Instagram Live on my phone. So, I'd have to do a headset. I don't have headsets. Well, I just heard an echo. Did you hear that?
No, because I have my phone turned all the way down. So.
Okay, well, I'm just going to keep going, and then I don't know what to do. But on Facebook, mute your computer audio output.
But then I won't be able to hear you, so I can't do that. And you won't be able to hear me.
Well, I could hear you on Instagram.
But then if we turn up our phones, then Instagram will go back through the microphones of our computers, and we'll be right back where we started.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Isn't this what you all came to see? It's the Liz and Rad Comedy Hour.
Maybe we should just pick one.
Mute your computer audio output. Let's try it. Let's mute our computer audio output and listen to each other and listen to each other on Instagram.
Okay.
Let's try it. Okay, so does this work? Radleigh, you have to say something.
What would you like me to say?
Oh, there we go. Okay, so now people on Instagram, did that work? Yes, it
Yeah.
worked.
Okay, but can anybody on Facebook hear us?
Yes, because we're not muted. Can everybody hear us on Facebook? We can hear you. Can you hear us? Alehi, the echo is gone. We figured it out. Actually, you guys figured it out for
Yeah,
us.
we had nothing to do with it.
I know. We think we're brilliant, but not so much with tech stuff. Okay, so let's really talk. Let's get into the meat of this conversation. I apologize for some of the tech stuff. This is the first time we've ever tried it. All right, let's jump in. So you mentioned something really interesting. You said that we're all born, we all have at least 2 guardian angels. Is that correct?
In my perception, yes. So not everybody agrees with me on that. Some people say there's only one. People who are very much into religious interpretations go with just one. I don't do religious interpretations so much, but I am willing to accept that much like the divine hitting a prism and spreading that light into multiple incarnations through archangels, that it is possible that what I see when I talk to people's angels are multiple interpretations of their guardian angel showing up to, I'm not explaining this very well. It really does make sense. So think of it this way. So let's pretend for just a minute that you only have one guardian angel. We'll go with the Lorna Dern version. Okay, I love Lorna, by the way. I adore her. No bad sass there. Okay, but Lorna is very adamant that you have one. Period.
Okay.
So I could totally look at it and go, well, that's great, Lorna, but I'm a human being and I'm having a human experience, and one ain't going to cut it for me. And so maybe my one guardian angel is presenting themselves as 3 different energies for me because I need to perceive it that way. So I'm willing to look at it that way, but if people only have one and that one energy is dividing itself into multiple variations for the sake of the human incarnation, then that's what I'm picking up on psychically. I'm not picking up on this one. I'm picking up on the 3 behind Liz or the 17 behind Colette or whatever.
It's so funny you should say that, because I have actually gotten the names of them too. Not that that's important, but I know that I have 2, and I know that I have a 3rd one who floats in and out.
Okay,
she comes in when I call her, when I need her, and I know one is a male, one's a female, and this one she floats in and out depending upon. Yeah. Now, when you talk about communication with the angels, now I know that you actually communicate with people's angels. Like, I've seen you do this.
Yes.
When you are communicating with people's angels, do you hear them? Do you see them? Do you feel like, how does that communication come through to you?
Yeah. So there's 4 primary versions of getting psychic information. There's clairvoyance, which is to see, clairaudience, which is to hear, claircognizance, which is to know, and clairsentience, which is to feel. So it depends on which one you are, which way that you are probably going to receive that information. For me, I just know because I'm primarily claircognizant. I'm a little bit clairaudient too, so sometimes I feel like I hear. If I am reading for another intuitive, for another psychic, I seem to sort of like tend to do whatever they do.
Okay.
So if I were to, I don't even know if I've ever had this conversation with Dougal, but I'm just going to take a wild guess that Dougal's clairvoyant. So maybe if I did a reading for Dougal, I might suddenly say, what I'm seeing is because I'm tuning into Dougal and Dougal's way of getting information.
Right. Oh, wow. So you feel it. mostly, but you know what they're communicating.
It's knowing for me mostly.
Knowing.
And
Okay.
with a little bit of hearing, unless there's another psychic in the room, in which case I go all rogue on them, which is a superhero in the mutant world who takes on other people's superpowers.
Wow. Okay. This is such a great comment. I have to put it up. Katie Wilson. Katie, this is so sweet. I'm putting, just for those of you on Instagram, I'm also on Facebook
Oh,
Live.
that's so sweet. Thank you,
I
Katie.
know. We've got this beautiful comment by a viewer on Facebook that says, Claire Cognizant here too. So interesting to know how you perceive information, Radleigh. I look up to you so much.
That's very
that's
sweet.
so cute.
Yeah, I love the baby picture.
Oh, I love it. So it's a knowingness, right?
Yeah.
And so when so it's not like you actually hear voices. And I think that's part of the misnomer with people who believe, like, when an intuitive, whether it's intuiting spirit world or psychic or communicating with angels, some people feel like the messages come through all the same, but they don't.
No, they don't. And so there are people who literally see. But that's not the common denominator. And frankly, it's not a gift I'm interested in having. I really don't want to see my dead great Aunt Edna in the room. I don't want to do that. I'm perfectly content with seeing in my mind's eye my great Aunt Edna and communing with her that way. But if I actually literally see her, that's going to flip me out and I'm going to leave the house. And then I'm going to have to sell the house. And then I'm going to have to move, and it's too hard. So I don't want to do that.
So what has been the most profound experience for you in communicating with the angelic realm?
Meeting my guardian angel.
Oh, tell us more.
So a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, this was probably 1994-ish.
Okay.
And
when you were 10.
Yes, exactly. And I had moved into a new house, but it wasn't a new house. It was a house that had been built in 1921. And I kept feeling energy. I kept bumping into energy. I mean, I was already studying angels. I was already doing this stuff. I was already interested in this stuff. But I was just bumping into energy in the house and I didn't know what it was. And so I started to kind of get this feeling that maybe my house was haunted. And so I did some research and sure enough, someone had died in the house. And so I'm like, great. And so I had this friend, total shaman chick. I mean, like, she went to India all the time. They let her in places they didn't let women in because she was just so amazing. And she was like, well, that's great. Yeah, I'm sure there's energy, but what makes you, Mr. Angel Boy, think it's something negative? And so I had this painting, which I actually had in my hands today. It's so interesting you bring this up. And it's called Watchers of the Night. You should Google it, Watchers of the Night. Okay. It's beautiful. It's this painting of a guardian angel that has a sword and a hand, and there's a flame in the hand. And the flame from the hand is lighting up the room so that you can see that there's like a 4-year-old little boy asleep in his bed.
It's called Watchers of the Light.
Watchers of the Night.
Watchers of the Night. Okay, someone Google that.
Yeah. And so I went into where that painting was. I sat down, I looked at the painting and said, well, so it appears that you know me, but I don't know you, and I would like to know you. So let's just start with, what is your name? And I heard Joshua. Now, not in my mind's eye. I heard Joshua, like literally like someone was in the room. And so I was like, okay, that will do it for today. Thank you so much. And I left the house.
You're like, I'm out of here.
That was enough. Thanks. So that night I had a dream, and the dream was, when I was little, I was raised in the South. So when I was little, my parents would take us to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That was a vacation spot. There were always these little stores by the seashore that sold seashells by the seashore. And so,
No. Say that again. A store
no.
by the seashore that sold seashells by the seashore.
And they would have these bins that were full of seashells. And so in my dream, I was in one of those stores. I still to this day don't know why, but I was in one of those stores and I was looking at seashells. And I look up and there was this guy. And in my heart, I was like, oh my God, that's my guardian angel. And so we ran to each other and we hugged each other. And it was like, oh wow. It's like, it felt like an old friend that you hadn't seen in 20 years or something that you just accidentally bumped into. And so I'm hugging him and I'm crying and he's crying. And we're both laughing. And then suddenly in the dream became lucid. And I was like, oh wait, this isn't a dream, it's real.
Oh.
And I woke up. A fact I'm still mad about by Thomas Blackshear, yes.
By Thomas Blackshear's the
And I will answer your question about Guardian Angel Tarot in a minute. But
that's beautiful. That's
yeah,
beautiful.
no, it
When
was
you know,
like
you
the
know.
most wonderful experience ever.
Right. And I just want to share, here's Facebook, here's Instagram, there's YouTube. When you know, you know. Right, Radleigh, when you know, you know. And
No.
it's those visceral experiences, that really, full somatic body experience when you just know. Like there's no doubt. Like I remember when my mom passed, she was in the process of transitioning. I heard her voice as clear as I'm speaking to you.
Yeah.
She told me to knock it off because I was crying.
Oh,
and that's
okay.
Just like my mother.
That was probably
Exactly like my
that was
mother.
probably very in sync with her personality to
Oh,
do that, right?
yes.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
like, knock it off. I'm transitioning. Let me go in peace. That would be just like my mother. So it's like when you know, you don't question it. You'll get into your head about it because we do get into our head so much about these experiences. Well, was it real? Was it not real? And I love that you knew not to question it and not to get into that ego headspace of, oh, is it real? Was it this? And just go with it.
I don't actually remember ever questioning it.
Good.
I don't even think it occurred to me. I think it took, what has it been? 35, 40 years. It took that long for someone to put it in my brain that I would even question it. I mean, it's like, it just hasn't ever occurred to me.
I love that. I love this comment here. Okay. And I swear we're not paying people to say this nice stuff about Radleigh. But somebody made a comment. Wendy made a comment. Everything has clicked for me once I started learning from Radleigh. I discovered him way back in 2016. That's fantastic. And let me just share with all of you that if you want to experience Radleigh in person, and this is going to be a phenomenal retreat. So I've been doing retreats and conferences and women's summits. My company, Celebrate Your Life events, for 29 years. Yes, we just had our 29th anniversary. And so we're doing a retreat in Skamania, Washington. Overlooks the Columbia River Gorge. It's the most breathtaking area you've ever been in. Radleigh's going to be there. Dougal Frazier will be there. Denise Lynn will be there. And Lisa Williams. And the four of them are collaborating on this retreat together. And it's just magnificent what happens when you're in the space live and in person. If you're interested, go to our website, take a look at it. I'm going to go ahead and put it in. Somebody just put it into Instagram. I'm putting it into the Facebook. It's skamania.celebrateyourlife.com. It is a magnificent program, and all four teachers come together. They're going to be doing panel discussions. We're going to have a dance party. There's delicious food. We'll have intensive workshops. If you're really interested in it, you need support, just message me in some way. Just message me. If it's something that you really want to do, you fly into Portland, Oregon airport. It's only a 45-minute Uber drive or shuttle to the lodge, and you don't need any transportation. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you really quickly. And so we had a question. What was the difference? And I can't find the question, but somebody asked it. What I know, Coventina's coming. Yay! Coventina's coming to the retreat.
Oh, cool. Oh, awesome sauce.
I know. Look at this. Look at this name, Coventina Waterhawk.
Coventina is
Love her last
wonderful.
name. Isn't that awesome?
Coventina is awesome. She's one of my students. She's amazing.
Yay. So there is an echo when Radleigh talks. Why is there an echo when Radleigh talks?
I don't know.
Have you muted your outgoing on
Yeah.
your computer?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's keep going. So what is the difference between a spirit guide and angels, and guardian angels?
What's the difference between an apple and an orange? So, I mean, it's like both are fruit, right? Both come from the earth. Both are nourishing. Both are wonderful. So what's a spirit guide and an angel? Well, both are wonderful. Both are from the divine. Both are nourishing and supportive. But a spirit guide can have a lot of different flavors. I don't think of angels as being the same as spirit guides. So angels are from the divine. They are helpers from the divine. They have no egos. They've never been on earth. They've never, they've never incarnated on earth. Okay. Oh, good. The echo makes Radleigh sound like the commanding voice from the heavens. Okay, well, then I'll go with that.
Wait a second. There we go.
I'll go with that. So they're not human. Spirit guides can have been human. A spirit guide can be your great aunt Edna, who we keep talking about. A spirit guide can be, it's very cliche, but let's just go there. A Native American that walked this earth with you 172 years ago. It could be an ascended master. It could be anybody that is in spirit that is guiding you. Okay. They can be animals. Okay. My dog Jace, my dog Raven, they're on the other side, but they still make their presence known.
Oh, so they're your spirit guides.
Yeah. So
Okay.
angels are not. They didn't walk this earth. Now, have they worked with you in other lifetimes? Yes. But they didn't walk this earth. I do buy into the whole concept of be cautious because we have entertained angels unaware. I do think angels show up to help us in a physical. I do buy into those stories where they say things like, oh, this guy, he waved me down and made me stop. And literally, if I'd kept going, I would have hit a landmine. But then he was gone. I couldn't find him. I don't know where he went. Okay, so I will buy that as an angel story. But they haven't incarnated to kind of live this whole lifetime thing that we do as human beings.
Okay. That really explains it. It explains it so well. And I don't know who asked that question, but it was a brilliant question. And I appreciate it because I've always thought about it, but I've never asked the question. Like, okay, what's the difference here? That's a beautiful explanation.
Yeah, okay. And Lisa's saying ancestors. And I just want to pause for a second because Lisa keeps asking this question and I'm not ignoring it. I just haven't answered it yet. So she's asking about Guardian Angel Tarot cards, which is a deck that I created in 2015, 16, maybe, something like that. It was pink. It was very vintage, very sweet, gentle, perhaps the most gentle of all the tarot decks that I've created, and that's saying a lot. It was also meant to be for beginners. It had more words on it than any other deck. Literally an entire half of the card was dedicated to explanations and definitions of the card. This allowed for people who weren't feeling very secure about their interpretation to have all these additional opportunities to have an intuitive hit. Oh, it's this one, right? That deck got retired. So, and it actually got redone. And what happened was the vice president of Hay House called me and said, we think this needs an update. It's very old fashioned. It's very Victorian. We think it needs an update. And so I created Archangel Messages Tarot cards. I'm sorry, Guardian Angel Messages Tarot cards, which is a more contemporary version. It looks like today. It looks like now. It looks like, oh, that bottle of milk, that carton of milk that overturned. I know what that looks like in my kitchen. I saw it this morning with my 5-year-old. So the pink one is no longer in print. To find a pink one, you would have to like do something like eBay, or you would have to do something. You could try going to Amazon.com, find it, and look for it being sold by somebody that's got an old copy. But they might charge you an arm and a leg for it.
I think it'd be so fun to see it. Do you have a vintage copy?
Huh?
Do you have your old copy, the original copy?
Oh, yeah. I have all my original copies in a box. The first deck that I got, because what happens when you create a deck is that Hay House will send you an advanced copy. And that allows me to go online and go, hey, I'm already using this. This is what's coming. And so I've never released those. Those are all in a box in a storage.
Oh, well, that's so cool. Well, you know what? Our time is almost up here, but would you like to just pull one card or 2 cards for the entire group?
Absolutely.
So, rather
and
than
Lisa,
a card for all of us.
Yeah, Lisa. Trisha says she's got one she's selling. Trisha Mora Clements, meet Lisa. But Lisa's on Instagram and Trisha's on Facebook.
I know.
So try Trisha Morris Clements on Facebook. See if you can find her. She's selling one.
Clements,
okay, so you try that.
Clements.
Yeah, that way you could
maybe
you can get one.
I know Trisha. Trisha has been to our event.
No. I can absolutely 100% validate Trisha.
Yes.
She is validated.
Yes.
Totally. Okay. Totally validated. You can contact her. It's not.
She's seriously been to Celebrate Your Life events since 2008.
No. That's not a scam. You can contact her.
Yes, Trisha's amazing. And hopefully she's going to be in Skamania, Skamania retreat. Yes.
Okay, so let's pull a couple of cards for people. I just want to pull. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards for this moment. Okay, and this is for everybody. So it's not just for anyone in particular. So feel free to take it as it comes to you. So the first card that I've got is this is 4 of water, 4 of water. And it says failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point. Try to keep it in both Instagram and Facebook, which is a tryst. Discontentment or boredom, lost in your own world. It's time to wake up. So here what we have is we've got this guy. He's sitting there. He's got these 3 cups. They're in front of him. He's obviously not particularly happy with any of them. And yet behind him is Archangel Shamuel. See the C down here? That indicates to you that the Archangel in this picture is Shamuel. Okay. And he's offering him a 4th one. So this is a card that can show up when we have an opportunity that we're not even aware of. We're not noticing it. And it can be a really golden opportunity. That fruit on the ground, those are golden pears. Okay? Signs of great abundance and prosperity. The next card that we have is the Magician. So that goes beautifully with it. Magic is alive in your life. All right? Magic is alive in your life. And so if you can just snap out of it, I mean, think of the, Cher, remember Cher? Snap out of it, right? It's like snap out of it.
Exactly.
Snap out of it, magic can happen. Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
Opportunities are coming. And the last card is the Star. This is basically a wish comes true, right? This is a wish comes true. All right. This has Archangel Jophiel on it. This is Archangel Azrael. He's sort of like the Merlin of the Archangel realm. So he's like the Archangel with magic. And this is Jophiel. She is the Archangel of positive thoughts and positive beliefs, but she's also, in my viewpoint, the Archangel of faith. She is literally faith incarnated. And so she brings to us the faith. So you need to look at in your life where you're missing an opportunity, where an opportunity is literally being offered to you.
Okay, so
Literally being
I know what it is.
Yeah, I thought you might.
I know what it is, you guys. For real. I have been doing spiritual events. That's what my company does. We create spiritual conferences and retreats and women's summits. We do live events, some online, but we've been doing this 29 years. I started the company with my mom in 1995. That's how long I've been doing this. And when I tell you the Celebrate Your Life Scamania event is magical and transformation happens in the space, that is 100% truth. So here's the opportunity for you to see Radleigh in person, for you to see Dougal Fraser in person, for you to see Denise Lynn and Lisa Williams. Come join us. It's this August. It is a magnificent program. If you have any challenges, contact me directly. You can email me at info@celebrateyourlife.com. If you have questions, if you need any kind of support, email info@celebrateyourlife.com. It is one of the most awesome retreats that we do. And what's interesting about those cards is that the theme for this particular event is mystics, miracles, and magic. Radleigh, isn't Scamania Scamania is located 45 minutes. You fly into Portland, Oregon airport. And there's a shuttle that we recommend you take right to Scamania Lodge. It's on the Washington side of the Columbia River Gorge. You're overlooking the Columbia River Gorge. We do a Native American opening ceremony steeped in tradition with Denise Lynn. She is a member of the Cherokee tribe. So it's beyond magical. And here's my question for all of you. If not now, when? If not now, when? This is really bringing Soul Tribe together. And Radleigh, I know that you can speak to how magnificent this retreat is because you've been there.
I have. I got to do it. I got to do it for the first time last year. Scamania actually sort of reminds me of like if you start to watch a movie and the movie is like a fantasy movie, and these people have been teleported to like another world, another planet where that's like just like this purely like vacation world or something, but it is truly gorgeous. Remind me what the lake is. The lake is
It's the Columbia River Gorge.
the Columbia River Gorge,
That little lake.
surrounded by mountains. It's just absolutely stunningly beautiful. Liz last year very sweetly put me in this room that was literally in the trees. Everybody wanted a room looking at the gorge, looking at the mountains, but no, Liz put me where I wanted to be, which was in the trees. I would walk out of my balcony. I couldn't see the gorge. I didn't care. I could go outside and look at the gorge. I got up every morning and I was in a tree house. And I'm not kidding. It's like when I say that these are some of my favorite people in the entire world. When I first got signed to my first deck, when I first got discovered and did my first deck with Hay House, it happened to coincide with Louise Hay's 80th birthday. And they were having a party and I got to go. And someone that was working the party said, okay, hey, Radleigh, it's cool. So who do you want to meet? And I literally, these were my words. I'm not kidding. I don't care if I meet anyone so long as I get to meet Denise Lynn.
Oh.
And the Hay House rep loved that answer. That was the right answer for her too. And she was like, I can fix that. And she grabbed my hand and she dragged me across the hall right up to Denise Lynn. And I think I started to like just bobble.
She's so for those of you who don't know Denise, she's been teaching for probably about 52, 53 years. She is she's one of the matriarchs of the spiritual arena, of our spiritual community of teachers. She is a wisdom keeper. She is a member of the Cherokee Nation. She's a brilliant storyteller. She does past life regressions. She does space clearing. She talks all about your dreams and your dream state. And this is what she's going to be doing at the Skamania retreat.
Okay, she's
Gonna,
legit. She is the real McCoy. The real thing.
And she will be at the Skamania retreat. She's going to be doing the opening ceremony. We'll be doing some drumming. We'll be doing some energy work. She'll be taking you to be blessing the 4 directions. I know Vivian's already starstruck. I know Vivian's
I'm telling you what, she's legit. Yeah. And then Dougal, instant friend.
Yeah.
Instant. Literally instant. We were friends from hello, and we text each other 87 times a day now.
Yeah.
And I know where all his bodies are buried.
All the bad bodies. I don't think there is with Dougal. He's such a mensch. He's so darling.
He's a doll baby.
And then Lisa Williams. You know, I put this program together with in mind all of the 4 teachers, because they are dear friends. They highly respect one another, and they bring this mystical, magical element to the trees, to the river, to the earth there that is surrounded by native land. And I cannot express enough. This is like, you know what it's like? It's like summer camp for spiritual seekers.
That's actually, you should have put that on the flyer.
I'm going to put it on the website.
On the brochure.
Summer camp for spiritual seekers, because we blend all of these workshops with outdoor activities. So you get your choice of zip lining if you want, or going on a gentle hike, or doing a manifestation class. There's morning wake up sessions. There's
I will not be at the zip line event.
No, I know you don't like it, and neither does Dougal.
No, neither Dougal nor I will be at the zip line event.
It's Angel Camp, exactly. It's exactly. So come and join us. We've posted the website. Again, if you have any questions, email us at info, I-N-F-O. Here, I'm going to post it again. If you have any questions, just email info@celebrateyourlife.com. And Tanya, if you would post the URL again on Instagram, come and hang out with us. It's in August. Hotel rooms, we have a group rate at the hotel, and we have a whole Facebook group for anybody who wants to meet one another before the retreat. We have a lot of people who come by themselves, you guys, and you meet your soul tribe there. We have had people come and then become soul tribe sisters and brothers for a lifetime, because you're in the space with a supportive, loving community. And I think that is a huge, massive piece of what we're all lacking in our lives right now, is that spiritual community. So many blessings. Radleigh, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Stay right there. And thank you all so much for joining us on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube. And I'm so glad we could do this together. And I hope the whole video came out really well today. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah.